Kevin Hickman's Valachi Downs in New Zealand's prime Matamata breeding region has welcomed Coolmore's champion European sprinter US Navy flag in 2019. The triple Group 1 winner brings exhilarating speed to New Zealand's fabulous gene pool, complementing Valachi's broodmare band that includes a group producing half-sister to exciting flight stakes winner Funstar. There's so much work going on at so many farms around New Zealand, and obviously Valachi Downs is one of them. And Kevin Hickman and yourself, you've put together a top-class commercial property.
It's been a long project and finally it's all come to fruition, Caroline. As you know, a few years ago when you came over, there was no way in the world we were doing stallions, and here you are today seeing a complete backflip of what we said we wouldn't do.
And it's really good to see the new part of the farm as well, and what you've done with the Valachi touches, you know, the bolts, the Valachi symbol, the bolts on the gates and on the barn itself, and that fabulous hospitality spot on top of the hill. And obviously that's such an important part of doing business in New Zealand, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and we sort of weren't looking for somewhere specifically to have a hospitality spot, but the beautiful hills and rocks we've got around here at Valachi and near Hobbiton, it just lent itself to having something up there. And when we get the potential clients for yearlings up there and they hop out to hit a golf ball, they really realise what an amazing view and great country it is we have here.
US Navy flag leading by 2 or 3 now.
Well, tell me about your new stallion, US Navy flag. We know, of course, he raced for Coolmore. He was one of the top colts at Ballydoyle, obviously winning the Dewhurst, the July Cup, the Middle Park Stakes. But the Dewhurst in fantastic time, of course, and that 2-year-old form, that's so important as this sort of stallion in New Zealand where you have so much staying blood.
Yeah, and it was really important for us to, if we were going to launch a new stallion, he's like our first stallion that we brought onto the farm outside of the couple that we've already got of our own. It was important that we had something with royal blood and really fast sprinting speed that we felt we needed in New Zealand, and that's really been proven by the way he's been received by everyone in New Zealand. The numbers that we've had to have just blown us away, to be perfectly honest.
And he's different to a lot of the stallions in New Zealand because he doesn't have a syndicate behind him or shareholders. People are sending their mares individually. I mean, that's a much harder sell for you. But, you know, 150 odd mares in his first season, you know, that's a job well done.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. We never thought that we'd do the numbers that we're doing, and the quality of the mares that have been coming have just blown us away. And you know, people have not only seen 1, 2 mares, they come in and seen the horse, and you know, we've got people sending 4, 6, 8 mares, and in New Zealand and the climate, it shows that there's a bit of confidence, and he was obviously the style of horse that the New Zealanders were actually crying out for.
And of course, when you talk about royal blood, you know, Wharfront, great source of speed, and Misty, for me, what a fabulous mare she is. I mean, this is some of the very, very best of the bloodlines you'll see coming out of Coolmore and Ireland.
Oh yeah, you look at the pedigree there, and you know, Misty for me and Roly Poly and US, between the three of them, the mother, the son and the full sister have all won 10 Group 1 races between them. And in that family there's something like 15 Group 1s in the first 3 dams. It's pretty impressive. It's
a real coup for New Zealand to get this sort of stallion and their horses down here before. We've seen the High Chaparrals and the Montjeurs work so well in Australia and New Zealand.
It was a meeting that Michael Kerwin and I'd had, and he said to me, well, you go back and look at our website in Ireland and see if there's anything there you like. And we didn't think that they'd agree to send a US Navy flag, and it was just an amazing opportunity, and they've been absolutely brilliant to deal with. We've got a great relationship with them, and we hope to do a lot more business moving into the future.
Inside the final 100 yards, it's US Navy flag. He's going on to win the Dolly July Cup, US Navy flag.
And to win those 2 Group 1s, the Middle Park and the Dewhurst, and then go on as a 3-year-old to win the July Cup and beat those older horses. Effectively, he's won the Triple Crown of sprinting in Europe. If you watch his races, you'll see he won't lie down, and he's very, very tough and tenacious, and yeah, hard to find a better sprinter than him.
He looks so relaxed too. I mean, he looks as if he's just handled the transition. We know, obviously, the way that the preparations they go through at Ballydoyle, you know, they're pretty bomb-proof to a degree, but it's still a big ask, a young stallion here, and he looks as if he's taking it all in his stride.
He's a real gem to handle, and he's an absolute pleasure to have around the farm. Probably one of the quietest stallions that I've had anything to do with, and it makes life so much easier for, you know, his handler Tom and everyone else in the breeding shed. He does the job so well. Makes life easy. We're getting the mares from everywhere in Costa de Lagos, and you're obviously getting your Zabiles and your O'Reillys, and it's a great outcross for anyone trying to breed a mare at the moment.
And Zacinto, of course, it's his second season now with you at Valachi Downs, but a fabulous son of Dansili. And again, that's some of the best blood in the world, the son of Danehill, who's produced Group 1 winners around the world.
Well, Zacinto's come up to us from the South Island where we were in partnership with Inglewood Stud, and we felt he needed an opportunity up north, and he got great numbers last year in his first season up here. He's got his largest crop of 2-year-olds coming through, so we really see a lot more buoyancy coming from Zacinto over the next 18 months. And he had another group winner on Saturday in the Taranaki Breeders' Stakes in Secret Allure. Vacillator running around Melbourne. There's a lot of good stock out there. It was an impressive first start winner down at Riccarton last weekend. And over the next, as I say, 18 months, I think there's a lot of potential to come, and people who have bred to him over last season and this season could potentially do very well.
And Savile Row, of course, this is a young stallion by McPhee. I mean, he's just a fabulous looking horse, isn't he? He's from a Dale Army mare, a stakes winner, of course, a homebred. He was a stakes winner here in New Zealand, but a homebred for Kevin Hickman. So it's great to see him with that Valachi brand standing at stud as a real value sort of stallion.
As you said, he's an outstanding individual, 3 times Group 1 second. Just imagine if he'd won 1 or 2 of those, we would be charging a lot more and we'd have a lot more mares. Foundation sort of horse. He's the reason that this whole development's happened, because Kevin wanted to stand him at stud and breed from him himself. And we can really thank Savile Row for the New Zealand industry that we've got the likes of Zacinto up here and US Navy flag.
And the mares, of course, it's all such a big part of it, as we know. And Baggy Green, there's such a great story behind her. Of course, the close relation to Fun Star, Young Star, and producing the goods already herself.
Yeah, she was probably one of my favourite buys. There's a great story that goes behind it, and Gordon Cunningham's been very good to us and supportive with US Navy flag this year. Probably about 8 to 10 mares coming from Gordy, and we brought her off him. Purely she was a Galileo mare, and at the time she hadn't produced a lot, but she wasn't even a half-sister to Fun Star and Young Star at that stage, and now she's left Tefani, which is a beautiful filly, and I've managed to get her to go back to Ocean Park this year, just based before Tefani had won a group race at all, because she was such an outstanding individual, and we've now got her in foal positive as well. So yeah, really happy to have her on the farm.
We're seeing the results on the track of the horses that Valachi are racing. Vernon Me, the brother to Shamrocker, fillies such as Woodcote Lass, Carolino by Zacinto, and also Bronte Beach. I mean, these are all sort of stakes performers, and so much more to come from them in the future.
Yeah, it's part of the structural build that we've done, and we're now at that stage where we've put the infrastructure in place, and things are really starting to come to hand. We're seeing the horses delivering on the track for us. We've now got Stephen Orchard as our private trainer in Matamata as well, with our own racing stables there. And I think the whole package of the whole Valachi system has come together, and we're really going to start producing some horses on the track. So it's been very exciting, and I think Kevin and Joe have really reaped the rewards of everything they've put in over the years.